situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, there you see Packer head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys coming in, winning 3 of their last 4 games. On the other side, Giants head coach. The Giants defense out to go to work here. Sensational a week ago in the victory. And the one we'll be watching is this man at linebacker.
And he was added again last week, adding to his season sack total. He's the NFL leader in that category. And he's just become almost impossible to block on a regular basis.
Here we go. Ready, go.
In motion, right, Dobbs. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Outstanding that time from Keanu Benton. Got in there and hit him for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You talk about this Giant defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The Giants defense back out there once more. Nothing on the scoreboard for either side here. 0-0 in the opening quarter as this next drive gets underway.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw now. Here's Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have.
The Giant defense ready to go to work. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a 1st down.
Okay, break. Ready.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Love from the gun on 3rd down. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Giants defense back out there once more. Their guys have the lead here in this first half, and they'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Let's go now. Ready.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
On the ready.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Set. Set.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Set. Ready. Set.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
The Giant defense ready to go to work. They'll try to get the football right back to their offense who just punted. So now they'll try to force a punt themselves. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 45. Hunt.
A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Ready, set.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hunt,
They'll
hunt.
motion the tight end across the formation.
60 ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he stopped immediately there. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Got it.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Giants defense back out there once more. They'll play with a lead here to begin this 3rd quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory.
Okay, ready? Ready. Yellow.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop?
Under pressure, and they get to him again. Keanu Benton providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard.
The Giant defense ready to go to work. They've been the dominant side so far, working with a 2-score lead here in this third quarter as this next drive gets underway.
Black swap. Here we go. Black swap.
Now Love. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Ready, set.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Smack, smack. Smack. Hey.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. The Giants defense back out there once more. They've pitched the shutout here into the 4th quarter. Been sensational. The question, can they finish it off? They'll need to come up with another stop here.
Here we go, here we go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 14.
Hey!
Back to throw, Willis. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this play.
Under pressure, they got him again. They'll go in the box as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So 4 sacks in the game. Charles, I don't know, should we think about maybe bypassing Rookie of the Year and just jump straight to Defensive Player of the Year for him?
Oh, I like the whimsical tone in your voice on that one, because what we're seeing right now, Rookie shouldn't be able to do what he's doing, but he's getting it done. A little precocious, this young man.
Let's go now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Willis got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right. The Giant defense ready to go to work. They've put in a very good shift so far, and this one pretty well in hand. Just looking to finish strong here in the 4th as this next drive starts 1st and 10.
Go!
Here's Willis. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Willis looking to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Now!
The Packers on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And pressure gets to him again.
Let's go!
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The Giants defense back out there once more. They'll try to put together a stop as this drive begins with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60.
Willis out of the gun. A short one there, caught by Likely. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and with a lot of teams.
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Clifford throwing for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Giants, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.